So hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And on today's video we're just down at windy old Pine Lake. Winter's definitely set in and we're just heading out, trying to get a spot in between the rain showers and things just to bring you a video. As you can see, the MT10 is out today and we're all wrapped up really warm. It's about 10 degrees and we've got a lot to talk about today. One of the things I wanted to discuss was the progress on the Bonneville arriving, so I'll let you know about that and what we're doing with that bike. Also in discussion today is manufacturers adopting a subscription service for features on your motorcycles. So there's two manufacturers that I know currently that are giving you the full features of the bike until you get to so many miles, and then the ECU switches them off, and then you have to pay the manufacturer to switch them back on. So if you're interested in that nonsense, then stay tuned, we'll be right back. Now the roads are a bit damp today, so the MT10 is going to get dirty again, but also I wanted to touch on a little bit about what we're going to be doing with the Bonneville, just to keep it nice and clean, with it being brand new coming over winter, and a product that I'll be purchasing to help do that. So yeah, I've put the sports screen back on the bike just for the reason that I get too much buffeting from the touring screen, the Puig touring screen that I had on this thing, and as you can see, I'm wearing the RST Paragon heated gloves today. Okay, so let's get back on the bike. Heading up to South Lakes today. Let's have a talk about things that have been going on. So welcome back, folks. Definitely winter's here. Definitely wrapping up warm. Not sure if you ride all winter. Actually, I like this time of year with the trees turning brown, autumn leaves. Really picturesque, especially when you get a sunny day. Although today there are some clouds about and some showers, so I'm certain at some point to get a bit of a shower. But most certainly I have my protective gear on today. I've got my winter boots from TCX on. Got the Edel jacket, which is the warmest jacket. If you watch the channel, you know I rave about this thing. And then I've got the Thermatech gloves on from RST, the battery operated ones. Thought I'd put these on today, keep my hands warm. And also a little bit of extra protection in winter. I've got my Climb airbag vest on under here, and it also acts as a vest just to keep you that little bit warmer as well. So what have we got to talk about today? Now, I mentioned now about certain dealers having features and things on their motorcycles, and I'll mention the manufacturer. It's KTM. You may have heard or read about it already. I find it absolutely appalling that motorcycle manufacturers are going to start doing this, and actually are doing it now. So KTM on their 890 Super Duke or Duke, that's for 2023 by the way. Not sure if it's on it now, it might be. But what they're doing is they're giving you a new bike for a certain price. Okay, so you pay your money, you get your bike, you think great, got everything, brilliant. They're also adding via the ECU a thing called a demo mode. So you get your brand new bike, you ride it out the showroom, it's got all of the features, up and down quick shifter, all the riding modes and different things on. And then after just a little over braking period, I think they claim about 930-ish miles, the ECU then switches all of these things off, and it's what they call a demo mode, so you can try all of these features. Now all these things are on the bike, the quick shifter's on the bike, it's just that the ECU turns them all off, and then you've got to go back to KTM and say, oh, I would like that feature back, and then pay more money to them, which I think is ridiculous. And there's another manufacturer, an electric motorcycle company manufacturer, doing the same thing, and I think with them you actually pay to get more power out of the electric motors. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that, and what you think about KTM and other manufacturers doing this. You know, I've even heard rumours it's going to be a subscription service that you have to pay monthly to keep those features throughout the bike's life. It's just madness, really is. You go into a motorcycle dealer like I just have done with the Triumph Bonneville that's coming. You look at the recommended retail price, that's what you expect to pay. You obviously go in there and haggle a little bit to see what you can get off the bike, if there's any offers on. And then you pay that price, you get everything that the bike's got, you roll it out the showroom and it's yours forever. And also all those features are there. You haven't got to then go back to them after 900 miles and then pay to have those features put back on the bike or just re-switched on. Absolute madness. I hope KTM ditches that, because I think that will certainly turn a lot of people off from buying their motorcycles. As far as I'm aware, it's only on the 890 Duke, but will they roll it out throughout other models as well? So that's a big topic at the moment, and the media's starting to pick up on this. Now, for updates on the Triumph Bonneville, a video or two ago I told you it was a T120, and it is. I have purchased one. It is coming, and it's coming at the end of this month, so beginning of December. I think it'll probably be with us. And I searched high and low through every dealer in the UK to get the specific colour and bike that I wanted, and there was only one left in the country. Just one, and that was the most furthest point from me you could get, all the way down on the south coast of England. And I wanted the jet black, the glossy black version. When I went to the launch of the new Triumph Chester dealership, I actually saw the jet black right next to the matte black version, and I didn't like the matte black in the flesh. I thought it looked good on pictures, but in the flesh I preferred the glossy jet black, so that's the one I've gone for. Like I say, it comes at the end of the month, and we're going to be doing lots and lots of different mods on that bike and getting that bike ready for the summer. Now, some of the mods that I'll be doing on the T120 are the bar end mirrors from Triumph. I'll be putting a skid pan on the bottom in black, because the one I've ordered is the jet black version with the blacked out pipes, so it'll be a black and a little bit of chrome theme. Other modifications are coming from a company called Motouk. They do some awesome parts for classic retro bikes, and also I'll be adding some luggage to it, soft panniers on the back. I've seen some really nice ones actually from SW Motouk, their Legend range, which are a soft case that have a hard backing and a clip that clips them onto the back of the bike. The actual luggage racks are really small, and they're not too huge, so you can leave them on the bike and they don't look too out of place. I'm going to be adding those. I think they'll complement the bike for when I go touring and do some weekends away and things. Even potentially moto camping with the Bonneville. So once the bike arrives, we'll be getting all of the parts ordered up, getting all those fitted, and we'll show you those. Now, what I've also been told in the industry, by a few people now actually, that the bike prices with certain manufacturers are definitely going up next year. So I think it's the perfect time to buy that dream bike that you've always wanted. Hence why I bought the Bonneville now and not waited till next year. Now, the one manufacturer that prices seem to be very stable and sticking are Triumph, whereas others seem to be creeping up as we go into the EICMA show, which is happening now as we're recording this in Italy, and then we've got Motorcycle Live in Birmingham in a couple of weeks, where all the manufacturers show their latest and greatest motorcycles. Sadly, I'm not going to this year's show. I only tend to go every couple of years. To be honest, looking at the pricing, keeps going up every year, and I think if you pay on the day, which it's always a last minute thing with me anyway, but they're charging, I think it's £42 now for car parking and entry just to get into the venue. Obviously that's if you're using their own car parks, which I think is just a little bit too much really when you look at some of the other shows motor shows and all of those kind of things that happen there. They tend to be a lot cheaper. So yeah, I won't be attending that. And to be honest, there's not enough new stuff around that really interests me at the moment. A lot of different colour changes on bikes and things, which is great. But anyway, it's a busy time. Work's really busy at the moment for me, doing a lot of travelling, so the videos will slow down as they normally do during winter. I'll try and upload once a week, but sometimes it does get a little bit difficult to do, trying to pick the good days with no rain. One thing I hate is going out in the rain. But yeah, the MT10's just been in for its MOT, and it passed, flew through. But it's just interesting to look on the MOT certificate how many miles you do each year. And I think I only did about 3,000 miles on this bike last year. Obviously we took the Triumph Tiger from Triumph on the big trip, so we didn't go on this, which certainly kept the mileage down. But I think I'm coming up to about 22,000 miles on this bike now. And then we've got the valve check at 24, so it will be going in the new year to have the valves checked. Now, with motorcycle prices increasing next year, also the second-hand bike market prices are going up as well. Currently, as you know, if you watch the channel, I was looking to Part-X this against the Bonneville, but that's not happening now, it's staying. And this bike was going for, or the asking price for a 2017 model with this mileage was around £9,500. Now, considering I only paid $12,250 for it, that's a decent loss in 5 years, in my opinion. And that's mainly because Yamaha put the new price of this bike to £16,000, which clearly helped the second-hand value of this bike. And that's happening across the board with a lot of bikes at the moment. So the second-hand market is coming up. New bikes are getting more pricier, and even more so next year. But like I say, there are some manufacturers where I think you're getting good value for money, and these tend to be companies like Triumph. Royal Enfield, still great value for what you get on a bike from them. They brought some really nice sort of 350cc bikes in at the moment, which are really cheap, and the quality's not bad on them. Not sure about BSA, although the price is good. The bike just doesn't look right, in my opinion. I think they could have done more with that bike. And then obviously the Nortons that we mentioned in a previous video, which are just astronomical still price for what you get. But yeah, that's a quick video from me. A few updates on things. Looking forward to getting the Bonneville, and also looking forward to getting a thing called a Carcoon, which is basically a inflatable bag with filters to keep the moisture out and obviously deplete the moisture from the bag. Keeps the motorcycle or your car. They're actually British made, company up in Manchester that makes them. And there's a little like a fan inside these things that keep them inflated but also keep the moisture out. Obviously with the fan going, it costs about a penny a day or something like that. It's not expensive to keep that thing going, but with me buying the Bonneville brand new, obviously after cleaning it and putting it away in the garage, I wanted to keep it in a tip-top condition throughout its life, so that will be staying in a Carcoon bag, and I'll be trying one of those. And also the system that goes into these bags, you have a trickle charger as well that I think is included with the price, so that's all built in, so it'll keep the battery topped up for when I want to just unzip the bag, roll it out and take it for a spin. And obviously I'll be giving the Bonneville a good going over with ACF 50 once it arrives. We're ready for the winter period. So yeah, that about covers the chit chat for this week, guys, and if you've got any comments, leave them below. Tell me what you think about KTM doing that, and also other bike companies, whether you think they'll follow on with what they're doing, or whether KTM will actually bring it to the other bikes in the range. It really is something that I don't agree with. I think when you buy a bike, you should just pay for it, and that's it. You shouldn't have to then pay the dealer a subscription monthly to keep the features or anything like that. So yeah, looking forward to your comments on that one. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, then hit that subscribe button, ding that bell for future videos coming up, and don't forget to give this video a good like, and I'll catch you soon, guys. Have a great week. Ta-ta for now.